What's up, guys? So something occurred to me that haven't thought about in some time, and that is how seeing others perform cool stunts and acts of athleticism actually unlock your own. And kind of what I mean by this is, I remember the first time I saw something like this was back when I was strength training in high school and just trying to get stronger for football. And, you know, like I was working out in my high school, I was working out in my garage, and comparatively, I was strong. I mean, there's people my age compared to them and other football players. But it wasn't until I went to a real gym with my uncle that I realized how I was kind of holding myself back almost. When I went with him, I was bench pressing somewhere between 250 to 300 back then, and in high school. And so but I went to his gym, all of a sudden I saw some serious acts of strength. See people that are working out with like 400 pounds, four plates on each side, and that's 405. And I was just like, holy shit. And the guys weren't much bigger than me. Obviously, they're more mature than me. They're probably in their 20s, or I was obviously in my teens. So, but the thing is, all of a sudden, I started getting a lot stronger after seeing this and seeing other people do this. It just kind of it helped unlock my own potential. It's like, wow, I can handle this. But I mean, shit, the guys, whatever I was in high school, I think in junior year, I think when I went to that gym, I don't know, I was like 190, 195, and so I wasn't small. And all of a sudden, though, man, I started picking up like man strength, and I wasn't just like high school boy strength anymore. And I tell you, the next time I saw this in my life was when I got to college, and I played football in college. So I remember, I'm making some lunch here. I remember it was such a big reality check during the first like varsity practice that I had. It was like, holy shit, man, this speed, the size, the athleticism was off the charts. Obviously, it's a huge step going from high school to college. And the weird thing is, and I got my ass kicked bad like the first week or two. Pretty much all freshmen do for the most part. I mean, there are some freaks that are just great athletes and don't, but I wasn't one of them. But within 2 weeks, all of a sudden I started playing faster. I started playing better and just smarter, and my brain was working quicker because I had to. It was a situation that forced me to, and because if I was playing at that same high school speed, I was going to get my dick kicked in the dirt badly. So I picked it up big time, a notch, and a couple of notches. And the funny thing was, I remember at the end of the freshman year, I was speaking to another co-freshman, and we're just talking about, it's like, holy shit, how much different we're playing now than we did when we first came aboard and in college there. And the thing is, we weren't that much different, right? I mean, we had just left high school 4 months prior to that, but the way we played was completely different. So it's not like all of a sudden I gained those skills. I mean, those things like speed, the intelligence even, that to be able to read defenses and things, it was there already. But now, when the competition enhanced, it totally unleashed it. And it was, I remember my friend saying, and I don't think he was kidding. I'm like, dude, what would happen, right, if we went, and again, we were still 18 years old. We were, just not far out of high school. And I asked him, I was like, well, what would happen if you got your old high school uniform and you played a game right now? And he's like, oh my God, I'd kill people. I'd kill them. And you know what? I don't think he thought he was kidding. And I think maybe not kill, but I guess what he meant by that is like could seriously hurt people. The way he was hitting now, the speed he was performing at, even though it was in him the whole time, now that it was brought out, just out of necessity, and it was he felt he could really do some damage to high school people, and man, I remember thinking pretty similar things. I'm like, God, there's no doubt I would, like, if I were to go back to high school right now, I would. I don't know what I averaged. I mean, I probably had like 10 tackles a game in high school or something like that, playing linebacker. I'm like, oh my God, I would seriously like average like 22 tackles a game, 2 sacks, just a billion other things I've learned. And but I guess my whole point of this, guys, throw yourself out there to take it up to like a notch that you're not used to. And you're going to be amazed of what's housed inside of you that just needs to be unleashed. And just going through, like me staying at just like a high school level, I would have never known I had the type of athleticism that I had. And I remember even just, oh God, when I came home for like winter break after freshman year, just my buddies I played high school football with, and a lot of them did play in college as well. But my God, we were just playing. This is so silly just even mentioning this, but we were just playing like a touch football game against a bunch of like guys we knew from a different high school, kind of the old rivalry and whatever. And oh my God, it was the speed I was playing at. It was ridiculous. I felt like these guys I thought were really good players the year before and stuff. Were like children for the most part. Except for the other college players. I mean, they were playing at a seriously elite level. So, guys, always make sure. That's like I guess the key, man. You got to make sure you're stepping up and throwing yourself in positions where you're gonna get your fucking ass kicked. But that's going to unleash the beast that you don't even know you have inside you. And it was cool to see, and it was I thought I was a good athlete before, but even though the competition was much more intense, and I certainly didn't dominate in college like I did in high school. There's no doubt about that. But I really got to see what type of athleticism that I had inside me, which is a pretty amazing thing. So, guys, anyways, that's just a random thought I had. I could probably talk more on this, but I just wanted to record it because so many times I'll think of a topic then forget. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm home today I have a day off from work, so. Just make the video right now on my phone. Screw it. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. As always, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. And we'll talk to you soon. Ooosss.